feedback. Immediately we get onto the session now. Okay. Just a okay. This very first one is of, I guess, Swarnima's, where I need access.
Okay, so I'll do it at the end.
Okay. Second one is of Ipshita. So let's see what she says. Okay. Okay. Ipshita, you want to say something about this?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have taken this as my poem, and this man, I can relate to the words of this poem because he is seeing a rising lover depicting the same thing. And I have taken a dreamy background also to justify the essence of this poem.
Okay. So what exactly you wanted to depict out here in terms of, see, one is your visual, okay? One is the visual which you are, because that's a kind of very self-explanatory kind of a visual which you have taken, okay?
Okay.
And then you are taking this, the typography which you have used, okay? In this case, the dream within a dream, the one which is on the top, okay? So do you think that there can be some other treatment of the same because it is merging with the background?
Okay.
Is it or is it not?
Sir, I have also used a bold text so that it will be a little visible, and I tried to put a cloud behind it so that there is a theme that can be created. And sir, you tell what should I change now?
No, when you say you put the cloud in the background, it was it already built in with the image or you made it by your own?
No. Sir, I have literally put it myself just to
Okay.
build a theme. The
Okay.
background is having total of 3 images in itself. One
Okay.
is the tree one that you can see a little bit, and the
Mhm.
other is the star, and the third one is the cloud.
Okay, but I feel that your background, okay, which is a cloud,
Hmm.
and the dream within a dream within a dream, they are kind of getting merged with each other because of the same kind of a color tone, okay, because it's a white.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what I'm saying, if you really want to make it conspicuous, very prominent, so
Yeah.
there can be a different
So
treatment, so the treatment can be, maybe you would like to give some kind of a shadow out there so that it erases from the background. This can be one of
okay.
the treatment, or the cloud
Okay.
itself, okay, or the cloud itself, or maybe the white cloud itself. I would not mind if you take some color in a dream within a dream, if it can be
Hmm.
something with some kind of color, maybe a green color,
Okay.
maybe this color, the one which you are having in the the CPI stone or
Hmm.
something, okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
something that you can always choose. And my one submission is like in the bottom, but a dream within a dream.
Hmm.
Doesn't it look like too tight? Because as I told you, the negative space is equally important as the positive space. Because try to understand, I always would like to see some kind of a visual ease,
Okay.
because underneath it's too tight.
Hmm.
There's no margin as such. You're getting my
Hmm.
point?
Yes, sir.
That's too tight. So you bring
Okay.
it in. So ideal, if I say, if you ask me, the ideal composition always happens. It's like when you have covered around some 75 to 80% of the entire area.
Okay.
Okay, so if the sheet happens to be the 800%, so your matter should be finished within the 75 to 80%, and remaining outside should be a kind of uh, empty space, so that it's a visual breathing which you get.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
na?
sir. Okay.
Okay, so this is one part.
Okay.
Secondly, I'm not very much sure that how this. I know what you're trying to say. You're like very dreamy, very that kind of a thing.
Hmm.
For that, you have used this typeface.
Yes.
But I would have really loved it if this typeface. I mean, you don't have to write the entire poem. I just wanted to see the treatment the way you have done, because it has nothing got to do with the mere emotions bahar aa rahe hain or something like that. That is the essence of the a beautiful poem. No, that was not the case. Case was that how it has been used, in both the ways. So if जो जो left side wala paragraph hai, had it been
Hmm.
only this much, would have been much better from my side,
Okay. Okay.
because now it's getting too cluttered for me.
Yes. Yeah, sir. It was a little difficult for me also to adjust a long poem in such a
Correct.
short space.
No need, no need. I never asked you to have a poem. I said you can have just 4 or 5 lines. You can have just poem. You can have some message, whatever. I gave you this. Not that poem means
Okay.
literally you have to pick up the entire thing. No, you don't. Okay.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
in this also, in case like the way I do, that's my personal style. I don't know. You can have your own. Like what I do, if there is something like within the poem, like take this kiss upon the brawl or something. What is it, bro, or I don't
Bro.
know, bro. Okay,
Hmm.
this much. Let me. Oh, whoa, I don't know what is okay, and I don't know. There's something, there might be some words, okay, which you want a reader to focus on. Maybe you would like to have those as some, maybe some kind of a color, or within the same color you would like to have that in gray or some metallic, I don't know which, some color, or maybe make it bold.
Okay. Okay, sir. I
Because
got it now.
this is
The
my
thing
way
that
of,
I want to focus on.
this is my way, like, see the way you are doing a dream within a dream. This is your,
Hmm.
like a like a punctuation, it's like a punchline which you are giving.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Okay, sir.
it's but a dream within a dream. It is but के बाद maybe dot dot dot, and underneath a dream within a dream.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
it's a treatment. It's actually a treatment.
Yes.
One thing is that you copy paste it from the net and you put it and change the font and it's done. Change the color.
Hmm. Hmm.
One thing
Hmm.
is that you read it through, okay, and then you break it up. So
Okay.
that, so sometime what happens, you might would like to have one line which is a very thin line, very very thin line, and one line which you would like to have that bold. It's like a statement which you're saying, this big, and just one thin line underneath.
Hmm.
So you're playing around with the typography. There can be a possibility where
Okay, sir.
one line is going from left side, okay, from this guy's neck behind, and coming from right side, just one line in a continuation.
Hmm.
You're getting my point, what I'm saying? So you're
Okay.
just, you're
Yeah, sir.
playing around with this. So that's what the composition is all about. It is not just literal presentation. If you
Hmm.
remember how the way I'd shown you how the posters was designed. So there was some kind of a elements which was being utilized there as a
Hmm.
design element, and typography itself was being,
Hmm.
uh, uh, you know, uh, it was being, what is it called? The way play around was happening with the typography in such a way that visual treatment, typography, all these, they become a part of this entire composition. Okay, so everything, nothing was in isolation. All of them, they were like seamlessly getting merged with each other. Okay, so I mean, ठीक है, I mean that's a
Yes,
good
sir.
try, but all I'm trying to say, they, like the way you have given the cloud wala effect, okay, that's good, that's actually good, very good.
Hmm.
But what is happening on the top, I mean that's my personal this thing. If you remove this right side wala typography, okay, this poem ka right wala stanza, if you remove that,
Hmm.
okay, and you bring
Hmm.
this entire left wala towards down, so what happens, a, the focus goes here, because on the top right now it's becoming little too
Hmm.
busy. Are you getting
Hmm.
me? Underneath,
Yes.
underneath
Yes,
it's
sir.
too empty. ठीक है ना? So your eyes should be like focusing all around,
Yes.
and then it is making a balance. I told this balance वाला जो हमारा होता है principle, ठीक है?
Hmm.
हाँ, so it comes under the same,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? Good, करो
Yeah,
और
sir.
करो अभी, थोड़ा देखो
Right.
इसमें और क्या कर सकते हैं, ठीक है? Good. Next.
Okay, sir.
Anyone else? Okay, wait a minute. Aarti Gupta.
आई एम सॉरी सर, एक्चुअली मैं लिंक अभी क्रिएट नहीं कर पाई, आई वाज नॉट एबल टू अपलोड, सो इफ यू कैन सी इट, अदरवाइज देन गिव मी टाइम, आई विल क्रिएट अ लिंक.
No, no, I can see. Can you see that? Can you see it?
नो, आई एम नॉट एबल टू सी.
Not able to see? Okay, just a minute. Maybe I will have to do it once again. Just give me a second. Can you see now?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Yeah,
ठीक है, okay.
these are the two posters, and there is one more. These are the created ones through like that. Creating the pictures of annual flower show.
Which one are you liking, if at all?
Just two variations of the same thing actually.
Arey Baba, I know that. I'm asking you. I'm saying, which one, if I ask you, you choose one.
I like the left one.
You like the left one,
Yeah.
okay? Fine.
Because in
Okay.
this actually information is segregated, and the other one is the more mixed up kinds.
If you ask me, my personal choice, that I like the right one.
Okay.
I will tell you the reason, because that is much more, because it's a poster, it's a communication, clear
Okay.
communication. Okay. Left side, it looks a bit kind of a, I don't know, see, I will tell you, if you see this particular thing, as I told you, there has to be some kind of connection. So
Yeah.
where it is going to get mixed up, यहाँ पे, suddenly this line is going up here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Orientation is not there.
Orientation, yeah, altogether, the treatment is basically the same kind of a tone. I mean, this is getting mixed up with the background,
Okay.
this typography. Then it is right at the top. What about the bottom part? खाली, ठीक है? तो ये कुछ है. अब if I talk about this, what is happening here? A, the background has been taken in such a way that, okay, that belongs to, I mean, the background is such a way that this message comes up immediately.
Okay.
ठीक है? Except this particular thing which is on the top, it is getting merged unnecessary. It does not
Oh,
have its own I mean its own identity. So if I were you, what I will do, I would rather have, first of all, ये 10, 30 नहीं होगा, a
हाँ वो
comma
सर
नहीं
वो
होगा.
टाइपिंग मिस्टेक हो गई.
मैडम ऐसे मत किया करो यार प्लीज. अब आप एक बार देखा तो किया करो कि आप जब भेजने से पहले, मेरे को बहुत
नहीं,
गुस्सा
वो
आता है मेरे को.
एक्चुअली मुझे टाइम ही नहीं मिला उसको ठीक करने का. आई नोटेड दिस व्हेन आई वाज अपलोडिंग दिस,
हाँ,
बट आई डिडंट गेट द टाइम.
अब आप सेकंड टाइम आप मेरे से ऐसे कर रहे हो कि इसमें ये हो गया वो हो गया. आप देखो ना प्लीज,
लास्ट
ये
टाइम, लास्ट
टाइपिंग, हाँ.
टाइम, लास्ट
हाँ,
टाइम.
प्लीज प्लीज आप इसको ऐसे मत कीजिए, ठीक है? और 28 to 31 दिसंबर, ठीक है, इसमें डी बड़ा कर दीजिएगा 10:30 AM to 7:30 PM, ठीक है? और अच्छा, वनीता आश्रम प्लॉट, ओके,
वनिता विश्राम प्लॉट उसका नाम ही
विश्राम
है
प्लॉट,
प्लॉट.
करेक्ट करेक्ट, ठीक है. अब इसमें जो है ना, इसमें व्हाट आई फील, ओके, कि कैसे कैसे इसकी, फर्स्ट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आप जो इसमें जो you communicate कर रहे हैं, the message which you are giving,
Yeah.
how the hierarchy is, you need to first understand. If I ask you what is the hierarchy, in fact I will not ask you, I will ask someone else, because you will be biased then. Okay, because you are making it, so you will be biased, so I will not ask you.
Yeah.
Aarti and Swarnima, I would like both of you to give me your feedback. Number one, on the poster number left, I mean poster A, which is on the left, and poster B, which is on the right. Number one. Second, the hierarchy of the information. What will you pick that up as? How will you go about it? So I will start with Aarti S first. Sorry Aarti, मैंने डिस्टर्ब कर दिया आपको.
No, no, no. I was also like figuring out. So I haven't seen your last lecture, but what I personally think, like on this, like on the poster design, for me also on that Vanita Vishram, that plot thingy, the font would have been the same font what is written for like the municipal corporation or something, like there would have been a little font size which will balance it for me. And also the same thing, like the symbol of that particular corporation is actually distracting. So personally I would put that under the flower show only, where it shows that you're starting with that logo, then the municipal corporation, and then the annual flower which is there, and then again the bonsai gardening, all that little mistakes of having it capital letters and small letters, that is there. And similarly on the left hand side, this hand side, I actually personally what I think is, like, if we deduct the first portion where the poem, the romance of that thing is written, and if it's deducted and we shift this municipal cooperation little up, I think that this picture has a better like personally I feel that it will be more catchy for me to look at that as a annual flower exhibition, because it shows the actual image of, like, we are going for a flower exhibition. Okay, so it will show that image that it is about something what we are going to see. Like a visual impact is more in the left, I personally feel. यहाँ पे background में वो flowers छुप गए हैं for me. So for me, I would have done that, that I would have shifted that in the middle, and जो partitions of the flowers दिख रहे हैं, maybe I would have worked a little bit more on that difference, or maybe better pictures which will show the better visual impact. But this is what I figure out from, like, on the poster designs if we are talking about. So this is what I feel.
Aarti, Swarnima.
Yes sir. सर जो लेफ्ट वाला है, लेफ्ट डिजाइन में ग्रे कलर से लिखा है, ग्रे कलर पे बैकग्राउंड है, ऑन दैट अगर एनुअल फ्लावर शो देखें तो उसको अगर हाईलाइट करते तो ये पोर्शन वाज कंप्लीटली फाइन, अगर एनुअल फ्लावर शो सिर्फ हाईलाइट होता. And if we could enlarge it the same way as Aarti ma'am said, the same way we can enlarge it, and instead of showing it this whole flower background at the side, which is at the right side, the flower half part, if we can take just the flower background as it has been taken at the top for the poem, if we can take the same way, that would look much better than the brighter background which is at the back, at the side. Am I making sense? I don't know.
So one more thing, I just figure out that that Vanita Vishra plot comes under address kind of a stuff. So I would love to see that in one typography form, and it should be a little in lesser form. Like, instead of highlighting the background, I will reduce the background and I will keep it as a maybe a address type, like, to visit there or to go over there. For me, it looks like that.
Okay. If there are 5 variations, all 5 variations will be good. Okay. So there is a reason behind it. Number one, A, because all 5 variations, why they will be correct? Oh, not the correct, but they all will be fine, not the correct, because the elements which have been taken are relevant. Number one, ingredients are right. So there is no issue with the ingredients. So once it is done, after that, it's a matter of putting it together. How do you put it? The one which I'm saying that I like it, the right one. This is also right. The one which you are saying on the left, that is also right. The only thing is the treatment. That matters. Now the treatment is, if I say the background, see, I will tell you what is happening. Aarti, you said that the one which is the logo which is on the top, you will be
Yeah.
putting it under the annual report, annual flower show. That's what you said.
So
Okay.
no, on the municipal corporation, wherever the municipal corporation, allow that, because the logo of the corporation will come
Correct.
first, and then the line of that what is it
Correct.
about, is the logo about. So that was
Correct. Correct. So first will be the logo on the top, because that's what we are talking about. Okay, not necessary that you have to have such a big logo. It can be a smaller logo as well.
that's
Because
what's like in the left side, left picture, it's very properly defined, like, you know, with the logo, what is it presents, it's very clearly shown, like in a line format. It's very easy to read for me.
I'm coming to this one first. Let me go to the right one. Okay. So first of all, what I will do, the background which is there, this green one, okay, I will extend it, or I will make the font smaller so that my logo gets inside, number one, so it is prominent to look at. A. Secondly, Surat Municipal Corporation is fine, which might be a small, because already it is written there, the Surat Mahanagar Palika. Thoda sa small ho sakta hai, so that's not. Logo itself is a communicative enough. Presents annual flower show. Now the annual flower show, this particular font, is there a reason to have this font only? Was it giving you,
There
was
was
it giving you some kind of, no, wait, hang on, I'm just coming to that. I'm saying, was there a reason for this font to be using? Okay, because is it giving like a that that flowy kind of a thing, that softness kind of a thing, so that first of all we need to understand. A. Then after that, then we say, okay, yahan tak hamara ho gaya. Presents what? Presents the annual flower show. Okay. What is it all about, the show? Bonsai, gardening, landscape, miniature, pottery, and terracotta. Okay, so that's a very clear cut information is being given. Okay, this annual show is about all these. Okay, it can be a little smaller, or I'm not sure whether all these bonsai, gardening, landscape, miniatures, pottery, and terracottas are these, is this one statement, or are these individual words? Bonsai gardening is one word, landscapes miniature is one word, pottery is another word, and terracotta is another word. So if it is so, then I would rather have dot bonsai gardening, dot landscape miniature, dot or pottery, dot terracottas, whatever. So it is kind of a defining, tuck, 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 tuck. Like these are the things which is being offered in the show. Then okay, now let's go to the, what is this next? Then you are saying Vinita Vishram plot. Okay, so as I told you, this is like an address. Okay, this is actually an address. So I would rather suggest on this one, it can go directly underneath. Okay, like in the last, it can be just one line underneath, which says the address. At addresses, venue, two dots, Vinita Ashram plot, चार रास्ता, फलाना ठिकाना, चार रास्ता. Okay, and this जो भी है, ठीक है. So it's like one thing. Date 28th to 31st of December. Time 10:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Clear cut, can be a little bolder. So that's how the entire poster comes. In the background, you're showing something, you're trying to show something. Surat has been shown, some gardening you are showing in the background, So this is one which you're trying to do. Now, this is one part. It is more of a communication of the clear-cut message. Okay. The second one happens to be on the left-hand side. Not only just you want to give the message, but you want to give a variation in the, like what all kind of a gardening is being offered. Okay. So probably you want to show a couple of
Actually,
things.
they are the real pictures of this year's flower show, which happened in January.
तो ठीक है,
इसलिए तो वो relate करने के लिए.
ठीक है. अभी वो that is not, वो अगर आप रियल लाओ के वैसे भी लगाओगे तो भी कोई इशू नहीं है. आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू कि व्हाट, हाउ एम आई सेइंग इट, वाला लेफ्ट वाले में, that poem which you are writing, Okay, the romance of the nature, the flower expression. I'm not very much sure whether it is making any sense out here or not as of now. That's what I really do not think so. Okay, because if you are writing a poem, maybe in किसी पत्रिका में, किसी मैगजीन में आप लिख रही हैं तो एक बात अलग होती है, ठीक है, कि स्कूल में, कॉलेज में हम लोग कर रहे हैं तो उसके लिए हम लिख रहे हैं. So this one part. This is something which we are educating people. Okay, और इतना लंबा पोएम जो होता है ना, होता नहीं है, ज्यादा से ज्यादा एक लाइन होता है उसके लिए. लाइफ इज as beautiful as flower, समथिंग लाइक दैट. तो एक हो गया, मतलब एक मैसेज भी है, एक एक वो असेंस भी दे दिया, एक कविता का एक थोड़ा सा. आई वुड रादर हैव दिस. एक तो मैं ग्रे कलर प्रॉबेबली यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा अवॉइड करूंगा, प्रॉबेबली. ठीक है, क्योंकि वो जो जो आपने जो ये वाला कलर लगाया ऊपर ग्रीन कलर का, दैट इज नाइस कलर. ठीक है, जिसके अंदर आपकी टाइपोग्राफी बहुत ऊपर एकदम से निकल के आती है. The one which you have taken on the right hand side, and green somehow you can relate to the gardening as well.
Yeah.
But grey थोड़ा सा ना वो थोड़ा, क्या बताऊँ, वो थोड़ा ना जो जो ब्रिटिशर्स होते हैं ना उनके साथ ज्यादा किया जाता है, क्योंकि वो लोग करते हैं वो ग्रे, ब्लैक ग्रे. उनकी जिंदगी लंदन वालों की इसी में रह जाती है, उनके पास कोई कलर नहीं होते, बहुत प्रॉब्लम होती है इन लोगों को. तो ये थोड़ा वहां पे जाता है. ठीक है, कुछ ज्यादा ही जेंटलमैन हो जाते हैं इस मामले में वो. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए बेटर है कि ये इसको आई वुड अवॉइड दिस कलर. एंड व्हाट आई वुड डू, कि जो मेरा इतना इंपॉर्टेंट मैसेज है ना, मैं इस पूरे को आई विल द एंटायर कलर, इट्स नॉट द ग्रे ओनली, बट द ग्रीन कलर या कोई भी और कलर विच एवर यू फील इज मच मोर रेलिवेंट, आई विल पुट इट ऑल द वे टिल द टॉप. ऑल द वे टिल द टॉप. तो मेरा क्या होगा, लेफ्ट साइड इज क्लियर विच इज फॉर द कम्युनिकेशन, राइट साइड इज माई इंग्रेडिएंट विच आई एम शोइंग. 3. तो बिल्कुल क्लियर है, विजुअली मेरे को क्लियर दिख रहा है कि दिस इज द फॉर्मेट, दैट्स हाउ इट इज कमिंग. ऑन द टॉप म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन, ओके, जो आपने लिखा है ऑफ सूरत, अब प्रेजेंट्स एनुअल फ्लावर शो. ठीक है, अब उसके अंदर फिर वो नीचे अब जो एट है, एट अंडरस्कोर, ऐसे नहीं होता है इसको ऐसे मत कीजिए, इसको आप वेन्यू लिख दीजिएगा, डॉट 2 डॉट्स लगा के, या फिर वेन्यू के बजाय ऐट कर दे. वो जो ऐट जो आता है यूं करके, ऐसे वाला ऐट जो आजकल नया स्टाइल जो चला होता है अपना, ऐट वाला, दैट ऑल्सो यू कैन डू. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा इसको, और सबसे नीचे देखो आप 10:30 PM टू
ये
7:30 PM.
हो गया, वो हो गया, दोनों में हो गया. नेक्स्ट में नहीं है, जो वो हाथ का बना है वो लिख कर कही है ना, नेक्स्ट पोस्टर उसमें
जी, जो 10:30, असली सबसे बड़ी बात है कि मैंने पहले ही बताया था कि विजुअल ब्रीदिंग, आप प्लीज उसको देखिए. यू डोंट हैव टू कवर द एंटायर पेज, आप बिल्कुल नीचे तक पहुंच गए उसमें.
ओके.
मेरे को बहुत तकलीफ हो रही है उसको देखने में, एज एन ऑन लुकर मेरे को बहुत तकलीफ हो रही है, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि देयर इज समथिंग टू टाइट, इट्स गेटिंग टू टाइट. हम कहते हैं ना, इस कंजे हम क्लॉस्ट्रोफोबिक हो जाते हैं. ठीक है ना, तो मेरा अपना एक स्पेस है, 10:30 PM टू 7:30, इट्स मी. ये मेरा अपना एक पंक्चुएशन, ये एक लाइन है, ये मेरा अपना एक स्पेस है. तो मुझे थोड़ा सा ऊपर करना है अपने आप को. अदरवाइज व्हाट एम आई डूइंग, आई एम जस्ट गेटिंग मर्ज्ड विद द बॉटम लाइन, नीचे जा रहा हूँ मैं, और मैं शायद बाहर निकल जाऊंगा. और अगर किसी ने मेरे को ढंग से नहीं किया ट्रीट, तो हो सकता है आई विल गेट कट ऑल्सो while it is, that poster is getting cut. So it's very uncomfortable position for me at this point of time. ठीक है, तो आपको थोड़ा इसमें देखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है ना.
वन मोर इज देयर, वो हाथ का बनाया हुआ कुछ जो बोला हुआ था ना.
ये जो जो साइड में हेलो टाइप का जो इफेक्ट है ना, ये थोड़ा सा इसको अजीब सा कर रहा है. इसका मतलब, इसका जो लेफ्ट वाला जो एसेंस है ना, द वन विच इज डन विद द हैंड, इट इज बीइंग किल्ड बाय दिस हेलो थिंग.
ओके.
इफ आई वर यू, आई विल नॉट यूज दिस हेलो एट ऑल.
उसको माइल्ड कर सकते हैं, माइल्ड कलर में, या
हटा दो उसे, पूरा हटा दो आप. बस इसी क्योंकि जो लेफ्ट में जो हैंड का जो ड्रॉ किया हुआ है ना आपने, जो किया हुआ है, इट्स दैट इटसेल्फ इज ब्यूटीफुल.
ओके.
ठीक है, आरती एस, डू यू एग्री विद मी? ठीक है, ग्रेट,
थैंक यू.
थैंक यू. Kavita,
Yes, sir.
the sound कहाँ से आ रहा है पीछे? आरती मैम, can you just mute yourself, please? Hmm. क्या है, क्या दिखाना चाह रहे हैं आप यहाँ पे?
Sir, there are few elements and three backgrounds I've used. One, the base background, which relates the theme. I put some sunflowers, newspaper image, and the butterfly image. So I clubbed together. And in the heading sunflowers, I've used the shaded one, black to the ochre one, which relates the color of sunflower. And the next, mirrors of glory, that's the punchline. So I have used the different font for that and the size also. But it is related with the theme. So the width remains the same of sunflowers and the mirrors of glory. That's why I have clubbed together with the same width.
Okay. I again, if I don't look at the white one, white space, if the way you have put the white border kind of a thing, and then inside there are corners which have been rounded off.
Okay.
The sunflower mirror of the glory, this is again getting very tight with the edge.
Okay.
Shrink it a bit.
Right.
Shrink it. Sunflowers mirror of glory. Okay. And just have a look, instead of giving the black, is it really necessary to give the black? What if you do a dark brown kind of a thing, or maybe something of the same color which has been used at the pollens in the center of the sunflower?
Okay. Okay, sir. Fine.
So a dark brown kind of a thing, and it is merging in the yellow. Okay.
Fine.
So this is one part.
Fine.
So maybe you would like to go in such a way. That is
Right.
one part. Okay. And I would, if I were you, what I would rather do, I would start from the yellow and go to the black. The reason, not dark brown. Why so? The reason is because what I can see on the left hand side on the left hand side, your color is more
Whiter.
whiter, and on the
Right.
right hand side, it's more towards yellowish kind.
Yes.
So I hope you know the reason why I'm saying so. Okay.
Okay.
So small things which, if you look into it, probably that will make a little difference out there. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Then after joy, there are one tail and one eye kind of a thing is there. You need to check it out. What is it and why is it? Is it really required there?
Okay.
Because if it is in continuation, okay, then it makes sense. You know, she is the source of joy. Her seed gives life and food. So the moment you are having source of joy and you are starting with a new line, so itself you have already broken it. So that comma or whatever it was shown there, it had a purpose of making two lines distinguished.
Yes.
Okay. So, and after the food line and food, there is a full stop. So is this isn't it, there should not be any space between food and the full stop. Have a look into it.
Okay.
The way it has been done in the perfect sun, which is underneath the God's own perfect sun. Underneath, last line, at God's own perfect sun. After the sun, there is a full stop, right? So can you see there is no spacing between the full stop and the sun? Similarly, on the first paragraph, last line, her seed gives life and food. So food and the full stop should not be having the space in between.
Okay. Fine. Got it.
So, so what am I trying to tell you out here? That these small things, these are the things which make a big difference of you as a person, as a personality, as an artist, as a designer, as a teacher, whatever you call it as.
Fine.
Because try to understand, this poster is going to be is going to be published. It's going to be in the print, and where 1 lakh copies are going to be distributed among all the people in the country across. Imagine one mistake like this, and people will be reading through, and they will pinpointing कि क्या है यार, बच्चों वाली चीज में मिस्टेक कर रहे हैं, ठीक है?
ठीक है सर.
तो ये थोड़ा सा इसको देखना है, ठीक है? एंड व्हाई दिस पर्टिकुलर फॉन्ट, यू नीड टू हैव सम रीजन टू इट कि ऐसा क्यों है. यूजुअली क्या होता है, आई विल टेल यू. ये जो डेकोरेटिव वाला जो है ना, जो नीचे जो फॉन्ट दिया हुआ है डेकोरेटिव, रिमेंबर आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट द फॉन्ट्स.
हाँ.
रिमेंबर दैट?
Yes sir.
डेकोरेटिव फॉन्ट, ठीक है? When there is a continuous copy, that time these decorative fonts are not used. These are used when there is some kind of a top liner kind of a thing, one liner on the top, or one, you know, address or something, some subject. That's it. So just try on my behalf, if you can do that. Sunflower, mirrors of the glory, if you keep this the decorative font, and underneath you keep the mirror of the glory, that particular font, जो भी font आपने लिया हुआ है, ठीक है? And are these 3 different fonts? Sunflower is one font, mirrors of the glory is another font, and the her glory जो नीचे लिखा हुआ है, that is another font.
Yes.
These 3 are, no, don't do this, don't make this mistake. Again, we are back to the square one. If you are not listening to me properly, please understand, यहाँ पे ना कोशिश करो कि आप एक ही टाइप फेस को यूज करो. आप एक ही टाइप फेस के डिफरेंट फॉन्ट्स यूज करेंगे. When I'm saying different fonts means you can use italic, you can say bold, you can say narrow. That is called the font, the family which comes under one typeface. But try to keep one typeface, okay?
Okay.
बहुत ही ज्यादा हो गया, then you can take another typeface. ठीक है? ले सकते हैं, 2 तक ठीक है. But the moment you do the third one, I think I told you last time कि watercolor में if you use the third color, it becomes muddy. खराब कर देता है, ठीक है ना? मैंने बोला था लाइक्स. तो सिमिलरली द सेम थिंग हैपेंस हियर. ठीक है?
ठीक है सर. ठीक है, I'll change it sir.
हाँ, जस्ट हैव अ लुक इनटू इट, कैसा लगता है?
No sir. Sure.
ओके. Simple mid alignment, left and right, it's a symmetrical balance. All these things are there. ठीक है? Pooja is there?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah. So just a minute. So this is a poem for mother, on mother. If I see the treatment
Yes.
left and right, it's a some whatever, what do you call it as?
Graphic.
Graffiti, or I don't know what, not graffiti, what is it called? Can't hear you. What is this called?
Baroque style.
Baroque style, or whatever. Anyway, there's some decorative element. Pooja, leave it. You are not heard. It's okay. Let it be. Barely can hear anything from you. Okay. So on the left hand side and on the right hand side down. Okay. So this is a balance which has been done, visual balance, centrally aligned, everything centrally aligned, and that's it. Okay. So I don't know whether it's a good or bad, but all I'm saying it's a safe. This is the safest. That's all I can say. So it is so safe. It is so safe that I don't get to see any design element into it, frankly speaking. That there is some kind of exploration which has been done, or some actually work has been done. It is very safe. There might be a possibility that you are not very much accustomed with the software. There might be a possibility, okay, that you are more comfortable with the maybe uh, PowerPoint. You are more comfortable with that. So whatever within your limit, whatever you could do, you tried your level best. That's all I can say. So there could be constraints from your side. Pooja, I barely can hear you. If you can put a message, that is also fine. Because I think there is some network issue, I guess. You can't hear. Anyway, so it's okay. What can I say in this? But all I was expecting, if you could do something about this typography, it is just put it, had typed and put it there as a central alignment. So
Okay.
something very important, something which you thought that it can be enlarged, small, big, maybe color of change color. Something should have been done. It's too safe. It's amazingly safe. It's not only safe, it's amazingly safe. Okay,
Okay.
right? Okay.
Okay,
Anyways,
sir.
next is Swati. Swati is saying something. Swati is, that's where she is. Hmm. Hmm.
इसको क्या पेपर बोलते हैं भैया, बताए क्या कुछ?
I don't know what do I say in this because that's too simple. It's too simple. See, idea was
Okay,
clear.
yeah, I felt it.
I think I somehow feel that maybe the brief was given from my side was probably not correct, or maybe it has been understood something else. See, idea was that you need to explore the typography along with the visual, so that you can come up with the composition. Even if this
Okay.
poem which has been written, had it been something like, Champaklal has gone to market to get me a glass of water, even if it is, this thing is written there, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Are you getting my point?
Hmm.
Because it is just a body text, it is just a dummy text for me. So poem, beautiful poem, emotive poem, that is a separate chapter altogether.
Okay.
माँ की ममता, बाप का प्यार, वो सारा, और उसके साथ वो that was not the case. Idea was, how can you play around with the typography, how can you play around with the visual and make a composition out of it, and do you understand the hierarchy of the information, the way it should be flown across.
Title and subtext, the different
Yeah,
font sizes.
all these things.
Okay.
Maybe you can have some color somewhere in some kind of font, maybe some kind of swoosh is going, maybe you are having the post. I mean, that's too, how do I say, that's too simple. I mean, there is nothing to comment about. It is like a
Yeah.
postcard. It's like a postcard. Now what do I do? You've done it, you made it, mother, father, बच्चे का photo लगा दिया, and then you put one poem which you really like by your own, and you put it, and you have this writing wala handwriting that
Handwritten.
personally I've written it. I know that
Yeah.
these are the emotions which you are showing, but I think that's what not the main
I'll
agent
work
of
on
this
it.
exercise.
Now I understood. Yeah. When others were showing, I felt it is way too simple and it doesn't have any some valuation to compare things with each other. So I will work on it and yeah.
ठीक है ना, तो थोड़ा उसे देखो. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So this was the image, original image which I took, the first one, and then I just transformed it. Sir, I missed one thing. I missed the date actually.
ठीक है. Now see what is happening out here. See, one thing which I liked is the way you have taken the image. Number one, Brian Adams. Okay, you transformed it. Fine, fair enough. Okay, then you have come up to this level. Fair enough. Okay, I like the one which is on the right hand side. The treatment
Yes,
of the right one. Okay, the treatment of the right one. Now in the right one, the background is kind of it's light. It's okay. Background is still fine. It's nice. Now what I would have done, I would have taken these streaks which is there, the streaks which are coming. I would have used the streak, okay, for the Brian Adams old hits, the one which is written there. Something. It is a loud one. Okay, groove. First of all, what is groove? Groove is the name of this particular event, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes, and groove is to shake actually. So that is just to groove. To groove.
So what groove is what? Groove is a. I mean, it's a name of the album. It is name of the. It is
Yes,
name of the. It is name of the album, or it is name of something like that, right? So something which is an important thing which you would like to share, right?
Yes.
So groove and Brian Adams, these two will go hand to hand.
Okay.
Groove is an album, or groove is a kind of a. I mean, it is a concert which is being done by whom? Which is being performed by Brian Adams. And what will happen in that? Old hits. So this is one set of information which I have. Okay. Then it comes to the venue, time, and the passes available. Okay. Passes available is a separate kind of information. Okay.
Yeah.
So it cannot go in the same manner the way venue, time has been written. Okay. So this is one part. Secondly, I would rather say, like, in this one, are there some organizers as well? Is there some other, are there some organizers? Are there some kind of information which you want to give? Please do not bring any kind of combustible arms and ammunitions, or, all these kind of things, right? Maybe you would like to have 2-3 more things.
Yeah.
Okay. Passes are available at the venue as well. Passes available where?
Yeah, at the venue also. I should have mentioned that.
Okay, so that's what. See, all I'm trying to say, that's what the designers, graphic designers, capabilities are. That a client gives you a brief.
Yeah.
But client never gives you a complete brief. Because not that he doesn't want to, but the thing is that he does not know how to give a brief to you. So you as a designer shall be having this capability of bring the complete brief out of him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there is no difference between you and DTP operator. Correct, huh? Because DTP operator will do the same, whatever has been given to him, and he will put that. But that's where the work starts of the designer. That he thinks beyond, he foresees that this will be really an important information or a message to give across. Passes available where? At the venues or somewhere else? time 6 p.m. onwards, then be seated before 5:30 or at till 5:30. Okay, so there are few things which set of information which will go underneath. So it is not showing anything else. It is just showing your capability of using those typefaces, using that typography, using that information as a one, that law of proximity, that one set information which comes in the set. So it has got its own significance above this another significance. So all that. So if I were you, I would not be having this groove putting onto the guitar. Okay. Or second thing, I will make it really, really loud, this image, not the background, but the image. The Brian Adam, more bigger top to bottom types. Okay. And why this entire guitar has to come inside? Maybe the half of the guitar, left side, half of the guitar, it is getting cut or somewhere, it's like big. So Brian Adam, groove on the top, on the right hand side. Okay, groove, this, that, and then you go ahead, types.
It would have been more interesting actually.
So that's what we can think of. So this is also, I mean, this is my treatment. You might have different treatment, but I'm saying that's how I would like to, give it to this onlooker. Brian Adam image, first information as an visual information. Second information which goes in terms of the typefaces is the groove. Third happens to be along with it, not the third, but in the set of it, it's Brian Adams. Old hit, it's a little small. क्योंकि ठीक है, Brian Adams आ रहा है तो वो कुछ ना कुछ तो अच्छा ही करेगा. Old है, new है, that's irrelevant for me as of now. But yes, that is also an important, so that people who do not like the new songs, they would like to go for the old hits, right? Like me. Now then the venue and all this information come, and then the last terms and conditions or whatever you call it as a note, important informations, right?
Yes.
I hope you understand what I'm trying to say out here, right?
Yes sir, completely. This was just another one with the poem. Below is the image.
There's something quite interesting which you tried to do out here. Like you're trying to put the time, okay? Slow for those who wait. SLOW. W is getting merged with your hand. Okay. So slow for those who wait, long for those who lament, fast for those who are scared, but for those who love, time is eternal.
The comma should add.
Okay. Now, what is happening here? I would rather suggest, I mean, what I would say that you are giving three emphases out here. One is on the top, slow for those who wait. And the second one, then the third one. Three you are giving. But if I were you, what I would say, I would rather have, but for those who love, time is eternal. I would keep it as a straight.
Yeah.
I'll keep it as a straight. So my focus goes here.
Yeah.
But for those who love, okay, but for those who love, and then time is eternal will be a big thing underneath.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
So where do you break the typography? Where do you break the information? But for those who love, break, it comes underneath. Time is eternal. Break. Maybe a different color, which jumps up. So what happens, me as an onlooker, what I will see, I will say, okay, what is time is eternal means what is one trying to say? Let me just understand. Then I will connect it with the but for those who love, time is eternal. I'll connect with that. Then I will go up there. Fast for those who are scared. Then I will understand, okay, this person is trying to communicate something very strong to me. Okay. However, this I don't know whether it's a deliberate or this shape has come like this. It looks like a bird to me. It's like a bird kind of a thing. I don't know, whatever it's
a dove. So I've actually tried to make E with that. E. I think Eternal's E.
No, but it looks like looks
Yeah,
something
it
else.
looks
Looks like
like
a
that.
bird.
It has like that. It has come up.
Matlab, see, E is not the justification to it, but if you say it is like a bird, if
Yeah,
you
when
say,
after that it came out like that. It looked like that, so I kept it.
that's what I'm saying. तो मुझे पता है, I know. So matlab, don't justify it with
I
the
had no
E.
idea of picking bird actually.
So even if you have said झूठ बोल देते कोई बात नहीं, मेरे को बोल देते कि मैंने ये चिड़िया बनाई थी, मैंने डव बनाया था, I would have bought it, तो
नहीं,
E
but it
E
looked like
के साथ
that.
justify मत करो इसे. Don't justify it with the E. It doesn't look like E from any angle.
Actually, I was making E, but it came out like that. So
I know. I होता ही है. So what you can say bhai, bird which flies off. Okay, so time flies off. It's a love. Dove is the symbol of love, peace. That's the way you can back it up, right?
Yeah. So now I
Now there is no need of putting this T and M. Is it communicating? Maybe is it coming?
So time actually.
But
we show just hands so that too.
But see, two hands is one thing. Okay, if you can keep two hands, that is also symbolizing that you're talking about time.
Yeah.
Because T and M are too prominent. One would like to explore what are these two. Either you keep it so subtle that T is written, but it is not comprehensive enough. Or
yeah.
M. Okay. Somewhere in the background as a texture. Maybe a big M, but just a watermark. Big T, just a watermark. Something like T will be, can you see my cursor?
Yes, sir.
So T will be like from here to here. T is like this big, T, this big, huge, but it's just a watermark, somewhere of the same color. This is the background. M again, it's a huge M. So what is it happening? It is just, M is again watermark, maybe I, if you want. You can say I till here, time.
Yeah.
E, you can. So what are you trying to say? That time is very precious. Don't. So you're communicating time is very precious. Spend time in love rather than hate.
Yeah.
Or rather than getting scared.
Yeah.
So that's a very good. I mean, this is the way you can communicate to the people. ठीक है ना?
Yes. And Swarnima, एक जो आपकी लास्ट लाइन है, but for those who love, उसके बाद एक कॉमा आएगा.
हाँ, कॉमा मिसिंग हो गया.
मिसिंग नहीं हो गया, वो सब कुछ चेंज हो गया. उस कॉमा से आपका कुछ मतलब ही नहीं रह गया.
Sorry.
Who love time?
Who love time
can
is
we
eternal.
love time? मतलब
Who love time is
मतलब ही
eternal.
नहीं हो गया.
वो ये अर्थ का अनर्थ हो गया. वो बिल्कुल देखा अभी जसवीन ने जो बोला. क्यों हुआ अर्थ का अनर्थ? Because but for those, the reason because you have put one color. So हमारा एक law था. You remember? What was that law? Law of similarity.
हाँ.
तो वो जो कलर है, कलर सिमिलैरिटी आ गया, तो हमने उसको एक ग्रुप में कर दिया. Second happens to be the who love time is eternal. So for me, since there is no comma, so this is read as one.
Yeah.
So अर्थ का अनर्थ हो गया.
Yes, sir. I'll do it right.
ठीक है, आप समझिए कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है ये चीजें.
Yes. सब पहले जब दूसरों को बताते थे ग्राफिक डिजाइनर्स को, तब बोलते थे कि ये कितने मिस्टेक्स कर रहे हैं. अभी करने के बाद रियलाइज.
मैं कहता हूँ ज्ञान देना सबसे दुनिया का सबसे इजी काम है. आज सबसे इजी काम है ज्ञान बांटना. ठीक है ना? लेकिन उसको अपना थोड़ा उसको अमल में लाना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. एंड वो इट कम्स ओवर द प्रैक्टिस. आरती गुप्ता मैम, आपको तो बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है. प्लीज आप ये जो मिस्टेक को प्लीज आप इसको कॉन्शियस एफर्ट से देखिए कि 3 बार मैं देखूंगी बिफोर पोस्टिंग एनीथिंग. तो आपको थोड़ा सा टाइम ऐसे अपने आप को मैनेज करना पड़ेगा. बिकॉज वही नहीं तो अर्थ का अनर्थ हो जाएगा.
जल्दी में हो जाता है एक्चुअली.
हाँ नहीं, मैं आपका क्लाइंट हूँ, मैं कैसे एक्सेप्ट कर लूंगा? मैं तो पैसा दे रहा हूँ ना आपको.
We should have done proofreading 1000 times.
हाँ, वही ना, उसको देखना पड़ेगा, प्रूफ रीडिंग करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है.
Thank you.
Sandra.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Sandra. There is no Rick. I need some access. Herlin Malhotra.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, Herlin. I've got a bad cold, yeah. Herlin Malhotra assignment poster poem. पोस्टर पोएम पोस्टर के ब्रैकेट में पोएम का मतलब
वो सर अपने रिकॉग्निशन के लिए मैंने लिखा था कि पोएम वाली एक्सरसाइज आई डोंट रिमेम्बर द असाइनमेंट नंबर.
ठीक है. Okay. वही सेम मिस्टेक.
सर वी कैन नॉट सी द कंटेंट.
क्या लगता है कि अभी जो जितने भी मैंने अभी तक जो दिया फीडबैक उसमें व्हाट डू यू से आउट ऑफ दिस द रूट नॉट टेकन.
Sir, the text the font need to be changed.
And
the background should be more light.
ये तो भैया the very first thing which you need to do, very first.
So I don't know.
Okay. The first thing is मैंने बोला था कि text is too heavy.
Right.
देखा आपने कितना ज्यादा claustrophobic हो रहा है. It's too claustrophobic. And underneath आपका the road not taken, it is started right up on the top. And the last line, and that has made all the differences. It is just touching the border underneath.
Right.
So as I told you that please have a look into this. By request, humble request to all you people. Before you putting anything, research part needs to be done. Otherwise क्या होता है कि हमेशा जैसे होता है ना 4 साल का बच्चा सोचता है कि जो मैं कर रहा हूँ सही कर रहा हूँ. 14 years का भी यही सोचता है, 24 का भी और 44 का भी. Everyone thinks that whatever I'm doing is correct. Everyone is doing correct by their own age, by their own surroundings. But there are some, some rules and regulations with which you need to adhere to, in order to maneuver yourself across in the same, that kind of a society.
Right.
ठीक है, तो ये है, that's what I wanted to tell you. तो आपको ना इस before you put anything on the paper, always do the research कि यार इस type का composition में क्या क्या हो रहा होगा, कैसे लोग करते होंगे. I'm sure they must have done something, because we are not the only one who are braining. There are other people also. They must have done something. तो उसको एक बार हम read करेंगे, and gradually if we see 5 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, after 3, 4, 5, then we start, focusing by default on a pattern. One pattern starts emerging, and then we say, okay, this is the language, this is some kind of a coding which is getting repeated again and again. Let me try to decode it visually, and then you put it on your artwork.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
ठीक है अर्ली?
Yes, sir.
तो थोड़ा ये है, और फिलहाल तो यही है. ठीक है, तो ये कितना टाइम लगाया था इसको बनाने में और कब बनाया था? बिल्कुल सही से बताना. Keep hand on your heart and tell me.
So 1 hour.
पता है, I know that. और ये कब बनाया था वो भी पता है मुझे. ठीक है, तो all I'm trying to say कि किसमें टाइम लगाया गया है. कर्निंग, लेडिंग, वेडिंग, I could see the entire thing out here. ठीक है, तो यही वाला आर्टवर्क, if someone has put 5 hours into it or 4 hours into it, yeah, same exactly, I could have said that it has been taken the same thing. I will give you an example. Okay, I thought I will share this example with you. Today I'm at this across the table sitting out here. It has been time, that's why. But I remember when my teacher, okay, when I had joined my college, so we were asked to make 3 variations, 3 explorations, 3 artwork of the same exercise. So there was a friend of mine, and she had done exactly the same, almost like same, like mine only. That was my 3rd one, the one which I did, and it was her first one. Okay, and there was no chance that she could copy me because I did it in my room. Okay. Submission was at 10 o'clock, and 9 o'clock I started. Okay. And I finished it off by 9:30. Had quickly breakfast and went to my classroom. Quarter to 10 across, I put it up on the post on the wall. So my teacher came, great guru of ours, Mahendra Bhai Patel. Okay. So he had come and he saw mine and he saw that girl's same artwork. And he said the one artwork, I don't know whose is this, but the one which is on the left hand side, it clearly shows that 15 minutes have been given to this. And the one which is on the right hand side, I can see that substantial amount, more than 2 hours have been given onto the right side.
Right.
And I really was shocked till my life. I got a shock of my life that how come both of them are almost the same, more or less, but still he could pick it up so easily because his eye got so trained. He knew
Right.
where exactly how much effort has been done. So this is more towards the safe approach which you have taken. ठीक है Helen? Chalo, I
Yeah.
think you carry on. You are, I think you need to be left alone now. ठीक है? चलो.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay. चलो. Again.
Sir, should I share my screen? Can I share my screen if it's a problem?
So I mean, Sarika Dikshit, it is like,
Yes.
what is happening? You have not given me the access of it.
Sir, I again resend it.
Acha, ठीक है. And then Sandra.
So check, otherwise I will share my screen.
No, just a minute, Sandra. Hold on. Again, request access. What is happening here, Sandra?
No, there is a problem, I think, sir.
Okay.
Should I share, sir, the screen?
Here you can. So shall I stop sharing now? Mine?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Share your screen now.
So is it visible?
It's coming. Where is Shilpa's work? Sunanda, Shilpa. No work today, huh?
So is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
So I forgot to put the commas and all. I've also not done that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting the way you have written your own poem, and you chose, visual accordingly. Okay, and you're trying to communicate the same, the curfew, which is quarantined. That's how curfew is correlated with the quarantined. Okay, so it's a deserted kind of a place. There is nothing. You don't see any life around, and then you have written something. I don't want to get into it. Okay, and then there is one font which is up there is curfew, then quarantine is another one, then poem ka another one, and the Sandra underneath is something else. So there are total 3 or 4 fonts which have been used out here.
Okay.
Hello. So you need to
Yes,
first,
sir,
you got to be judicial while you're using the font. You don't have to be liberal. The way you have been so liberal using so many fonts, it actually doesn't look nice. I don't know why you people are not taking me seriously on this note, because don't do that. मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि आप उसको इतना टाइट मत कीजिए, थोड़ा विजुअल उसका वो दीजिए. Everyone is making the same mistake again and again and again. I don't know why. Which means that you are making things very claustrophobic. अब ये जो लिखा है ना, जैसे when life is around was never, तो इसको बहुत end to end आपने stretch कर दिया, end to end लगा दिया इसको. So when you do it end to end, what happens?
Yes.
Because please understand, this poster gets cut. You know, once it gets printed, they get cut. And थोड़ा सा भी इधर उधर होता है ना, तो the entire line, if there is a 1 mm line which gets chopped off from the top, so underneath by the time it comes down, it becomes 10 mm.
Correct.
Correct. So there are more chances that your Sandra, whatever underneath, okay, Fernandez, that will get completely cut. So it will be like Sandra Fernand, and that will become your name for rest of your life. People will know you like that only.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है ना? So you got to be very, very careful while I'm saying so, you know.
Yes.
So, and Sandra Fernandez, is it why focus got to be there? Is it really focus oriented thing as of now? Because if you're saying yes, fine, okay, because I would like to have this as a painting in my house because it's a status symbol for me that I have got something of Sandra. This is one part. Second way of looking into it, no, I'm a very subtle kind of a person who would like to be behind the scene. So usually what people they do nowadays, they like, if this is a kind of, you know, this line is going, so Sandra will be written somewhere here. Small Sandra means you have to actually look around. That's a signature style, right?
So this font was very small actually, but now when I've put it now, it's looking big. I had made it very tiny actually, but here it is like when I have zoomed it, it's looking quite big. For me also, I'm feeling very obvious that it's looking very obvious.
Okay. So the poem thing which you have written,
Yes, sir, that's a
okay, that needs to be shrunk up. Thoda chota karo se.
Yes.
Have judicial selection of your font. Okay. Use only two font.
Yes.
You can use font in the sense, use two typeface. You can use various, I mean, exploration in the font itself. किसी को आप bold कर सकते हो, किसी को आप italic कर सकते हो, condense कर सकते हो. That is all up to you if it is within the typeface. You don't have to choose another font.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है, जो maximum to maximum two fonts, not more than that. ठीक है?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You can stop sharing.
Yes, sir. Yes. So actually last class now, half class I got disconnected.
Dikshit.
So mine is stop sharing.
Okay, just a minute.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening.
Sir, I just try, but I am very poor in software, especially Photoshop. Sir, last link है, last अभी जो share की है.
ये आपको मेरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
इसमें ये लास्ट यही वाला है.
हाँ. Yes.
ठीक है?
Yes, हाँ. Sir, I don't know why it is not opening. Sir, मैं share कर लूँ screen?
हाँ हाँ, please please.
Yes. Sorry. Sir, it is not opening again. सर थोड़ी देर से 1 मिनट में फिर से वो ट्राई करती हूँ. मैं ये स्टॉप शेयर कर रही हूँ.
ठीक है. Again the same. Can someone help her out, please? कि why it is happening? Like औरों का भी अगर ऐसा होता है तो what do they do?
Yes, please.
Please help me
When
now.
they're sharing the copy link or when they're sharing the link na, they just have to open it to all, like it gives us them message that send to one person particular link or to everyone, so they need to
I
click
take
on the
our
It
hello
can be
Arti.
done only on one's own drive. It cannot be done on any other's drive.
Copy link.
Yes.
I done copy link and copy link and share.
share it with anyone, do share it with anyone, then it will happen. Share it with the link, it gives you that option.
ये वाले की बात कर रहे हैं आप? सारिका, आप इसकी बात कर रहे हैं क्या?
हाँ यस सर, ये राइट हैंड साइड जो है जो एक मेरी यंगर सिस्टर है एक्चुअली अर्चना, उसका ये होममेड चॉकलेट्स वो बनाती है फॉर सेल, तो उसके लिए मैंने ये बनाया है, पर ये अभी क्लियर इमेज नहीं आ रही है, इसको मैंने और फोटोशॉप और ये किया है, ये उसको क्रिसमस के लिए मैंने उसको बना के दिया है, ये चॉकलेट्स एंड कुकीज, वो होममेड चॉकलेट्स एंड कुकीज वो करती है।
क्या लगता है इसमें क्या सही? खैर आपका तो आप यू आर सेइंग कि आपका इतना सॉफ्टवेयर के ऊपर हाथ सही नहीं है ना?
आई एम वेरी पुअर। मैंने मेरी थोड़ी सी डॉटर की इसमें हेल्प ली है। फर्स्ट आई मेक अ कंपोजिशन विद जो लोगो है उसको भी क्रिएट किया है, एंड उससे पहले कंपोजिशन क्रिएट करने की कोशिश की है जो सेंटर में किया है, और उसमें जो इमेज है उसके साथ ही प्ले किया है, जस्ट थोड़ा सा ब्लर किया है साइड में और बीच में कॉन्ट्रास्ट थोड़ा सा अचीव किया है, एंड फॉन्ट्स राइट अप। सर इसको एक बॉर्डर भी है, वो क्लियरली अभी शो नहीं हो रही है, एक्चुअली वो जो मैंने बनाया है वो पूरा क्लियर यहाँ पे शो नहीं हो रहा है। यहाँ पे साइड में ये जो व्हाइट बॉर्डर दिख रही है, एक व्हाइट बॉर्डर भी है उसके साथ। सर मैं पहले ट्राई कर रही थी कि ये जो साइड में इमेज है ब्लू वाली क्रिसमस वाली, वो बैकग्राउंड में, एंड देन वो जो सर्कल्स है उसमें चॉकलेट्स देने का, एंड वो वर्टिकल पर वो मेरे से नहीं हो पाया एक्चुअली, तो मैंने फिर जो एक फुल इमेज थी उसी के साथ प्ले किया।
मैं आपको थोड़ा सा एक देखिए आप मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगा कि आपने ये गलत किया है या ये सही किया। आई विल नॉट से दैट बिकॉज आई नो दैट यू हैव गॉट अ लिमिटेशन ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर, ठीक है? लेकिन क्या क्या चीजें आपको ध्यान में रखनी है दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड। पहली चीज, आपका मेन फोकस यहाँ पे क्या है?
सर नीचे
क्योंकि
जो
मैं पता है मैं जब आपसे बात करता हूँ ना कि आप डिजाइन करने से पहले ना आप पहले अपने आप को समझिए कि आप क्या है और आपका प्रोडक्ट क्या है, आपका मैसेज क्या है, और आप व्हेन आई एम सेइंग आप क्या है मींस आर यू अ क्रिएटर और आर यू अ ऑनलुकर, ठीक है? तो आपको ये सारी चीजों को पहले डिफाइन कर देना है, ठीक है?
यस।
जब मैं कहता हूं आप क्या है, तो आप है क्रिएटर, ठीक है? पहली चीज, ठीक है ना? तो व्हेन यू आर अ क्रिएटर, तो अब आप क्या चाहेंगे? आप चाहेंगे कि मैं इसको उस तरीके से रीड करवाऊं ऑनलुकर को जैसे कि मैं चाहती हूँ, ठीक है ना? यही है ना इसका मतलब पर्पस। आप ये नहीं कहना चाहते कि भाई मैंने बना दिया, अब आपकी मर्जी है, आप इसको कैसे देखना चाहे। आरती इसको कैसे भी देखे, मुझे कुछ लेना देना नहीं है, और सैंड्रा को जो देखना है वो देखती रहे, ठीक है? और पल्लवीन को तो छोड़ दो, तो देखती ही नहीं है, ठीक है? कोई बात नहीं। अब राज सर आपको जैसे देखना है देख लो, ठीक है? आप ये कहना चाहती हैं, ठीक है? ठीक है, दिस इज वन वे ऑफ डूइंग इट। और अगर आप कहते हैं कि क्रिएटर हूं मैं, ठीक है, लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम व्हाट आई वांट ऑल फोर ऑफ you, Aarti, Palveen, and Sandra, all four of you, to have the same message to be getting communicated to all four of you.
Yes.
तो आप जो है उस हिसाब से काम करेंगे। करेक्ट यही है। तो दिस इज, ये सबसे पहले आप गांठ बांध के रख लीजिए कि ये दिस इज दी अप्रोच, पहली चीज। अब आपका आता है कि मैसेज का क्या है। लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द मैसेज। आपके लिए प्रायोरिटी क्या है? आप क्या कहना चाहती हैं? आपका मैसेज क्या है? आप क्या कहना चाहती हैं मुझसे? हम चार लोगों से आप क्या कहना चाहती हैं?
मेनली जो यहाँ पे है कि वैरायटी ऑफ चॉकलेट्स और क्रिसमस के लिए
बस एक मिनट लाइन से जाएंगे।
हाँ
आपका पहला पॉइंट क्या है? आपका बिजनेस,
यस सर,
जिसमें आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं कि मैं चॉकलेट को देती हूँ या कुकीज को देती हूँ, ये कहना चाह रही है? दिस इज द
होममेड
फर्स्ट थिंग।
चॉकलेट, यस
जो
सर,
भी, अरे छोड़ो ना यार आप,
यस
हो यार
यस
होममेड, हाँ
यस यस
चॉकलेट इज द वन ना, राइट,
यस
ठीक है।
यस सर,
तो ये आपका प्राइम फोकस है,
या
राइट।
यस
अब इसमें जो वैल्यू एडिशन है वो क्या है आपका? आपका जो वैल्यू एडिशन है वो आपका है होममेड,
यस यस
राइट, ठीक
करेक्ट,
है। सेकंड वैल्यू एडिशन जो इसके अंदर आप जो है वो क्या है? दैट इट्स अ ओकेजन वे, इट्स
या
अ ओकेजन स्टफ, इट्स अ
करेक्ट,
ओकेजनल स्टफ,
यस सर, यस सर,
and that occasion happens to be Diwali, Christmas,
या
New Year, or blah blah.
यस
इधर तक क्लियर है? That's what we
यस
are
सर,
going in a similar manner.
करेक्ट करेक्ट
Okay,
करेक्ट,
ठीक है ना? So the first, the hero of this entire product will be our cookies,
यस
chocolate.
चॉकलेट,
ठीक है ना?
या
Second line of command will come to our communication, and the communication happens to be that हमारा, it's a occasion oriented. Now what the occasion is it a Diwali or is it a Christmas? It
क्रिसमस,
is a Christmas, right?
यस
So we are clear about it.
यस
Now when I say Christmas, can I pick up that element of Christmas which does not overpower my main focus,
या यस
yet it communicates that it's a festive?
यस सर,
So which means, क्या मुझे डॉक्टर ने बताया है कि मेरे को जब तक मैं सेंटा नहीं लगाऊंगा या लगाऊंगी तब तक ये मेरा क्रिसमस नहीं माना जाएगा?
नहीं नहीं नहीं
ऐसा
नो,
तो नहीं है।
डेफिनेटली नहीं,
What, Sandra, I ask you, if I say, if I only take the flakes, okay,
Yes.
if I only take the flakes, will still be communicating that it is something got to do with the Christmas?
Yes.
सर आई जस्ट वांट टू गिव अ ब्लू बैकग्राउंड, ये जो ब्लू बैकग्राउंड था वो देने की कोशिश कर रही थी पर वो नहीं हो पाया।
अरे बाबा, आप डिफेंसिव क्यों हो जाते हैं? मेरी समझ में नहीं आता। आप सब लोगों की
सॉरी
आदत में मैं हैरान हूँ इस चीज को देख के। एवरीवन हैज गॉट दिस डिफेंसिव अप्रोच।
सर, एक्चुअली उसके उससे क्या, ये जो जो सर्कल्स दिए हुए चॉकलेट्स के वो और प्रोमिनेंटली
मैं नहीं देखना चाह रहा अभी मैं। अरे सुन तो लीजिए, अब मैं अभी अभी मैं देख ही नहीं रहा। अभी मैं, आप प्लीज मेरे को भी तो आप थोड़ा रिस्पेक्ट कर दीजिए थोड़ा सा।
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल, श्योर।
I'm just giving you what is the approach with which we have to go. That's what I'm saying. फिर उसके बाद हम आपके आर्ट वर्क के ऊपर बात करेंगे। पहले मैं अप्रोच बता रहा हूँ आपको।
यस यस,
ठीक है, तो अगर आपने फ्लेक्स लगा दिया उसके अंदर, ठीक है, then you don't have to put the Santa. इसकी कोई जरूरत नहीं है, because क्या होगा, if you, the moment you will put the Santa or the moment you say Johnny Johnny yes Papa kind of a thing there, okay, क्योंकि then it looks very childish when you say Johnny Johnny yes Papa and all. What is the point? आप किसके लिए कर रहे हैं? बच्चों की चॉकलेट है क्या? नहीं, it's a mature chocolate, it's a mature cookies, that is for the family, right? It's an occasion one.
Yes,
So
sir.
no need to have this Johnny Johnny.
Okay.
Because the idea of your chocolate out, this poem was here to communicate that is it's a occasional stuff. ठीक है ना? आप उसको हटा सकते हैं. You can pick up the flakes. आप फ्लेक्स को ले लेंगे तो वो आपका एक वो आ जाएगा, फ्लेक्स जो रखे हुए, ठीक है. नाउ यू कैन से ऑन दिस क्रिसमस गिफ्ट योर लव वन, जो भी है, ओके, दिस इज वन थिंग दैट यू आर गिविंग दिस मैसेज दैट during this Christmas, okay, make it very this festive season, make it more festive by gifting it to your near dear ones, जो भी है. जैसे भी आप कॉपी को जितना शॉर्ट से शॉर्ट रखेंगे, that's most important first of all. ठीक है, ये चीज हो गया आपका कॉपी कर दिया. अब ये क्या है, मैंने एक नजर में, when I looked at it, okay, when I looked at it, so एक नजर में मेरे को ये था, राखी नजर आए थे.
कंपोजिशन,
हाँ, नहीं मैं फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो जो आपने जो साइड में लगाया ना वो बहुत डिस्ट्रैक्ट कर रहा है मेरे को, जो सेंटा क्लॉज है. ठीक है, आपका जो पोस्टर था दैट वाज ओके, दैट वाज फाइन इनफ, बट ऑल आई एम ट्राइंग टू से, जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू ग्रेजुअली, that your this cookies, the packaging which you have shown, at the first glance I felt it that it is something like it is a rakhi,
okay,
suppose, right?
Yes.
To make you to ensure that I don't take, or Sandra or Pallaveen or maybe Sarika or whosoever, they don't take it as something else. They should perceive it only as a cookies or as a this whatever it is, this
chocolate.
chocolate thing, chocolate का डब्बा और the packaging. उसके लिए मेरे को क्या करना पड़ेगा? That we need to think. That उसके ऊपर फोकस करना है. उसके लिए आपको फोकस है डिलीवरीज, इसका डिलीवरी कैसे है, ठीक है, आपकी शॉप की लोकेशन या घर की लोकेशन कैसे है,
Yes.
हैंडमेड है, प्लेस्ड ऑन द ऑर्डर्स,
Yeah.
okay, like all these so these are, so you need to do this is these are the research part.
Yes. Yeah.
These are the matter of research.
Yes.
कि exactly उसमें क्या क्या आता है. Then you say, then you give a punchline for your special loved one. Handmade cookies, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Handmade. And as per the order, छोटा सा line underneath, maybe
Yes.
Prepared on order. छोटा सा. It is an important, but it is to be given. But that's not the main. Main message is somewhere else. Then maybe you have your name, which is our choose or something like that. Homemade cookies, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
if this happens to be your logo, suppose, okay, I actually don't mind this logo to be coming on the top, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, it can go on the top right, and the entire image actually can come underneath down, the
Yeah.
entire image.
Yes.
So you get more space on the top to right.
Yes.
Understood. So these are the few things which you need to look into.
Yeah.
Now coming to the treatment of it. Okay, suppose. So when you say treatment of it, what is happening here? This center line which you have taken out here.
Yeah.
So it is giving some kind of a drama,
Yeah.
that you have this entire thing going down, which is like a peeled off kind of a thing,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So it can be a graphical treatment. That's okay. I don't mind. Okay. Maybe then you might like to have this, okay, one more layer of the transparency, and then you are writing something out here. Okay. Some message.
Yes, sir.
Something which you are making big and something which you are making small.
Yes.
As a typography.
Yeah.
Play around with. So right now what you have done, just tuck लिखते चले जाओ सारा कुछ. Open your mouth, बाहर निकल गया. हाँ mouth कोई मतलब I'm just giving you
Yeah.
that
Yes,
these
sir.
are the things
Yeah,
which
I
need
know.
to be looked into.
Correct.
मतलब इसमें कोई ये नहीं कह सकता कि मेरे को आता नहीं है सॉफ्टवेयर. अरे भाई अगर आपने किसी से भी करवाया है तो उसको ये तो आप ही बताएंगे ना कि भाई इसको बाहर नहीं निकलना चाहिए. At least ये sensitivity तो I can expect out of you.
Yes. Yes,
Sarika,
sir. Yes, sir.
I hope you are getting me what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly.
I don't know the 3D modeling software, but I know what can be created out of it.
Yeah.
So then I've got a person who's doing it, DTP operator, and he does it the way I want.
Correct.
Okay. So variety available का then spelling, all that thing.
Yeah.
तो ये सारा चीज है जो मतलब थोड़ा सा देखो भाई आपको इसमें थोड़ा मेहनत करना पड़ेगा.
बिल्कुल सर.
ये
Yes, sir.
but it's believe me, it will come as a very nice poster if you really do the justice to it.
Okay.
And it will be looking really great. Trust me.
Thank you.
Trust me. If you
Yes,
if you justify
I
all
try.
these things. ठीक है?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely, I try.
ठीक है, great.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anything else or anyone else? None? कहाँ गए आज सारे लोग? अरे कहाँ गए? Anyways. So अभी कैसा मतलब out of how many did we see today? Almost like out of 30 people, 27 people, we got to see around 10 of them or 8 of them. क्या हुआ? What happened exactly? Some issues, some problem weekend. Exercise was not appealing enough. ठीक है, सुनंदा ने तो छोड़ दिया. She is not around or what? Or she is not being seen. Sunanda, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Actually, my net is really fluctuating, so that's why I'm not keeping my camera on.
That's what I was wondering, but I can see only few people
Yes, sir.
on.
Net connection is very poor.
Acha, no worries. So, ठीक है, so basically, and Misha, is Misha around? No, I don't think so. She is.
The Hyderabad people are not here because they are stuck in some traffic jam. बारिश बहुत हो रही है तो उनका मैसेज
अरे हाँ, right. हाँ, हैदराबाद का तो बहुत बुरा हाल हो रहा है. I know. Correct. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. So basically क्या है, I hope with today's some little bit of feedback you got some clarity. Did you or did you not? Okay. See, as I told you, see all these ingredients which we have, but if we don't use them judicially, then it does not solve or resolves the purpose with which these great ingredients have been put with certain purpose, because the outcome is not up to the mark. So in order to have that, we need to have a very judicial flow chart, a PERT chart with which we have to go, or the roadmap. So it is actually a roadmap. Everything needs a planning, everything and anything. Haphazardly, if you put it, it never comes in a structured way. Maybe with the, first of all, at least we should be having some kind of a roadmap. Number one, roadmap. While we are running on that roadmap, or while we are walking on that roadmap, okay, carrying it forward, then with the permutation, combination, testing, trial and method error, okay, we might get something else which we never thought of. We get something better, but definitely we will be getting something better. That is for sure. Because one thing, if you make a roadmap, that time something is there in your head कि ऐसा कुछ आएगा, ऐसा शायद perhaps, but more you go along, then it starts taking a concrete shape, and that happens with the practice. So the roadmap which I talked about is basically you bring all the ingredients first. Information hierarchy, relevance, then put it together. Then all the principles which we talked about of the design just told to the graphic design principles and the typography, then put them together. If you do so, then you need to take the feedback from the users, which are your family members. Starts from there. Then your friends. It's just a WhatsApp. Share it with them, your own group, and see what they are giving you as a feedback. Then again, as a cyclic process, do the rectification and then come back. Okay, this is what, because when you do the rectification based on the user's feedback, 80% things get resolved there and there itself. That is for sure. Who's graphic designer by end of the day? He's the one who looks into the user experience, user interface. He actually is the one. Your all the mobiles, your gadgets, laptop, every damn thing which you talk about, everything which is a digital oriented, okay, all these tabs, or someone has actually coded it. Someone has actually designed all the things for you, keeping the hierarchy in the, as a focus. Why does it happen? Then when you do the picture which is there in the Facebook, there's a button on the right hand side which is an arrow, and there is a left side an arrow. So when it is a first picture, that time you don't get to see the arrow which is on the left. But the moment you click on right side, one picture, suddenly the left side arrow appears, which means now you have an option to get back onto the previous one. And the position of that button happens to be there itself, stationary. It does not change. Why? The reason, because of the ease of the onlooker. So he click, cut. Otherwise, if you do once here, once here, once here, once here, then he will be keep on searching where the button is. And it will be very difficult. Right? So that's where, as I keep telling you, the graphic designer is very sensitive. Actually got to be very, very sensitive. Actually, all the design fields are very sensitive, but graphic design is more sensitive because it's immediate visual. Immediate आपको उसका feedback मिलता है. Immediate. ठीक है ना? So anything got to do with the visual got to be much more sensitive. So that's my take for today, and I guess all you people will be adhering to the same and work towards it. And let's see. And my sincere request to all you people that please do your exercise judiciously. Okay, because if I get to see out of class of 27, 28 or 25 plus faculties, not saying student, faculties, and if I'm going to see only 7, 8 of them, so I think the ratio is very, very skewed. Then there is some issue. Okay, so and that is to when all the basics have already been given. I did not give this exercise in the first go. I gave it towards the end, after taking you through the entire journey of all the basics. Okay, so please pass it on to your colleagues and all the people. And next, when we meet, I would like to see the remaining one. Okay, and then we'll take it forward from there. ठीक है, चलो we'll conclude here for. ठीक है फिर.